Finland government has just warned the British military to stay off coast of the Biafran business and whatever intention they have into invading the state of Biafra. They may understand the theory of what it is. So, what do we have? This is a point of view, and what must be sensed is what the fight that people have put in place. The zoo was so cowardized that they are now running to different countries to seek help to fight a small state. Obviously, I can say that the Israelites in the Bible are the Igbos. Yes. Because someone can say, that is why it's difficult for them to conquer the Igbo people. We must understand the game that is played, and one thing can be so defensive and another, at the other hand, can be so immature. When we look at the things we share, the words that we preach, and every battle that is already at hand, we must help ourselves to gather the most effective points, and by so doing, people will get to see the knowledge that is being spread. So, the British must understand that the Biafran people are fighting for a good cause. A cause that must extend its biblical heritage and making sure that everything is set in accordance. It doesn't matter how long they continue. So, as we fish out this whole scenario, and as we fish out most important messages, we must understand that the game is changing and everything is beginning to make more sense. More sense, more sense, and more sense. For how long are we going to continue to look at their faces and tell more lies? Because those who lied against us can now see with their own eyes that everything they lied about is now hitting them back to back. And that is why I would advise anybody who is trying their possible best to invest on something they don't know about, that victory is already coming. The earth will see, the east will see, the north will see, the west will see that the most important knowledge they missed during class sections was that Biafra is going to become a nation. You know why I love Simon Ever so much is this. He speaks with so much courage, and the zoo hide in their cowardice. What does it profit a man if you try to stop the people of Biafra and end up messing up with yourself? What does it profit the president of the zoo if you try stopping Biafrans and end up messing up with the most precious gift that God has given you? People must be very careful not to step in to something they don't understand. Because the more they try to step into this, the more they lose their respect. That is why Biafra is speaking out. Speaking with so much courage. Speaking with so much desire. Kedebe ga-esi wee bido ebido. Kedebe ga-esi wee nyachi. Ụmụ Chineke, na anyị na-eluzi na nke nso a wee na-ajụzi gịnị na onye kwuru okwu ekwuchago okwu o kwuru. We must be victorious in nature. We must. We must tell our stories. We must let the world know that this is no longer a position for them to decide for a nation that have told so much stories about themselves. How is it going to be? Who is it going to be to see his own brother perish in iniquity? If you hear the words I preach, if you hear the things I say, you will know that freedom is coming. Freedom of a nation, freedom of a people who has been molested for too long. Freedom is coming. Freedom has its own name. Freedom is coming. And it is only those who have prepared for this moment will share in this one beautiful grace. Haven't you heard? Haven't you felt the most energetic moment of Biafran people? The most energetic moment of the people that has been dealt with for years, but refuse to let go, but refuse to stop. When you see Simon Ever, thank him. Because if he has not been there doing what he's doing now, your lands, your countries would have been forgotten. It is the nature of the Fulani people to take over what they didn't build. It is their nature to take over what they never invested. And so many Nigerians are running in that blood. And that is what I'm telling you, that we must not sit down and watch our own country or watch our own people suffer the pains of those who do not understand the system. It is a big victory. Ụmụ Chineke, daalụ.